About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Atlanta Braves. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now, and towing the slab, Grant Holmes.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Tap foul at the plate.
First pitch, 136.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And he swings through that one. Murphy fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Now, Griffin Conine. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
And the batter now, Xavier Edwards.
Ball.
Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. And that is out of play. Ground ball right side, could be two. Olsen to second, return throw to first, got him, double play, and that'll do it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. And now the Braves, with their first chance to hit, were scoreless. Back at Truist Park, and on the hill in this one, Valente Beozo.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing and a ground ball. Over to first. One up, one down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Marcell Ozuna.
Well, he managed to hit over 300 last season, and I know batting average isn't as valued as it used to be. It's all about on-base percentage, or OPS, on-base and slugging. But 300's a big deal, man, especially with the nasty stuff that these guys have and the velocity they throw as well.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Brings it in, and there are two down.
Batting third, designated hitter
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties.
1-0.
Two outs, base is empty. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Late with the swing there.
2-2.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Full count.
Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. In the air, left field. Myers sizing this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. Scoreless after one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Holmes back to work. And that's in there at the knees.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Fouled off. He was late. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-2 to count.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
That's off the mark. Now 2-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Up the middle, and a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So up next, Jonah Bride. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in on a dive. First pitch just misses. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, and they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
No score here in the second.
No.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
2 down, nobody on. That's a strike. 3-1.
3-1.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Riley sizes this one up. He's got it, and that is that. And the Marlins down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit.
This is a guy that really has the ability to be more than just a slugger and a home run hitter, but to hit for average, to get on base, and to drive the ball out of the ballpark.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
All over that one right there. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Here is Austin Riley. Ball 1, no strikes.
Riley used to be a pitcher back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because he started the season with a long slump. He'd get messages questioning if he should go back to pitching, but turns out he made the right choice.
And a swing and a miss there. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
The 1-1 is fouled off. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Struck him out without a swing. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball at the knees. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Drilled out towards left center field. 2 down.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two outs. Strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The pitch. Starting to go after it. Now we'll look down to third. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. Just missed. Olsen leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That one outside, and that is ball 1.
No
Myers
strike.
measures 6 feet even, 205 pounds, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2017. And now it's even up. That's to third. Riley tosses to first, and 1 away in the top of the third.
Batting 8th, catcher, Nick Fortes.
And now for the Marlins, Nick Fortes. Outside, and that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty. Towards first, Olsen. Takes it himself.
That's an out.
2 up, 2 down.
Batting 9th, center fielder, Derek.
And now the center fielder, Derek Hill, with 3 hits so far in the series, and he's knocked in 3 runs as well. in for a strike. It's 0-1. Top of the third, no score.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Ball.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
He goes down looking. Miami down in order. Still no score. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That one finds the zone, and out 2-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Nick Allen getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
And that's a check swing at a ball in the dirt. Now 1-2.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between, just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Ronald Acuna Jr., the next to hit. Swing and a miss.
No balls. 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. And
No,
ball
that's
one.
a ball. 1 ball. 1 strike. No, that's a ball. 2-1.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is down low. Good plate
That's a
appearance
ball.
there.
Take your base.
Able to take the walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
So 2 down. Now in for the Braves. Jurickson Profar. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Fly to left his first time. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. 2 left for Atlanta, and we are still scoreless. Back here in Atlanta, out of the 4th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. There's the strike of the knees, and it's 0-1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Holmes winds and deals. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw on to Olsen, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Now it's the DH, Griffin Conine. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Just missed. 4th inning underway, no score. Swings through that.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
One down, base is empty. And that skips in the dirt. And a good eye there.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Center field. Harris has a beat on it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop Xavier Edwards.
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
And a swing and a miss.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1-2.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
The other way, makes the play, and it's out number 3. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And we're still knotted at 0. Bottom 4, and now Matt Olson up to hit.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
That's inside.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Inside, just missed. Swings through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here comes Austin Riley. His first at bat was a strikeout. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hill in position. Makes the grab for the second out.
Up next for the Braves.
Michael Harris the second. Digs in now. Fly to center his first time. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average.
And meanwhile, this a fair ball down the left field line. Makes the turn and heads for second. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And delivers outside.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one drifts inside.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Sean Murphy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Now fly ball to right center. Sanchez gets under it. Squeezes it. That is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We played 4. No score. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Holmes back to work. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Marlins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
And there's a ball. Pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
2-2.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Stepping in, Jonah Bride. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Holmes over to first. And he's back safely. On the ground, could be 2. Steps on the bag for 1. He's in there. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing and a foul out of play.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Off the mark there. And it's 1-1.
Ball 2.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. Grounded out his first time up. Inside. 1-0. And a slider misses down and away. Runner at second, 2 down. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. That's a little bit low. Nick Fortes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. 0 for 1 so far. Fought off foul. That
Ball.
one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Murphy.
He was late there, strike one.
You know, these Braves just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him.
He's out.
One away on a drop third strike.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Now it's the shortstop, Nick Allen. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
So the lineup flips over. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. Just missed. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
That's a check.
Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. Pitch misses. 2-2. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that's outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And that will end the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. And we still have no score. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Derek Hill. Pierce Johnson will take over.
Now pitching for the Braves, number 38, Pierce Johnson.
Pitch
Ball
misses
one.
there, and it's 1-0. Hill, 29 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. And another ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one finds the corner. Strike one. And there's the strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. In time to get him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one a little below the knees. Ball one. One down, base is empty. And that misses. And the count is 2-0. And a strike. Right through there for a strike. Pitch misses there. Full count, 3-2. Base is empty, one away, and we're the top half of the sixth. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No play. That's an infield single. Go ahead run on base. And now the DH, Griffin Conant. 1 for 2. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Lopez, the base runner at first with one out. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He hauls it in, 2 away. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Johnson picks to first, and he dives back in safely. That one's in there. That's strike one. Fouled off left side. Two outs. Runner takes off in the dirt. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
That's a ball.
Move to second, and he dives back in safely.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Declan Cronin.
Now pitching for Miami. Number 51. Declan Cronin.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. Infield shifted to the pull side. Swings and misses. And that is strike one. Activity in the bullpen. Calvin Fauché getting ready to go. Next offering is downstairs. Profar gets a piece there. That one missed. That misses, and it's a full count.
Full count.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Ball one there. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the sixth. That one outside. 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Here comes Austin Riley. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Profar off of first with 2 away. Slider right there.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And now 1-2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We're through 6 full. No score. Top of inning number 7. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with 1 swing.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Aaron Bummer.
Number 49. Aaron.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
To third, and that's just foul. On the ground. Riley fires to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jonah Bride.
So digging in, Jonah Bride. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1. That's down and in.
2 balls.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty.
No. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Go ahead run on base. And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. Clips the corner, and that's strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
That misses. And 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Ball 2.
One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Breaking ball misses down and away.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Profar has a beat on it, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Dane Myers.
Here's the left fielder, Dane Myers. He's 0 for 1. Fly ball to right. Acuna. And makes the grab. And that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Calvin Fauché.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Michael Harris the second. Now at the plate.
Center fielder, Michael Harris the second.
And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Outside. Now 2-0.
2-0's the count.
Ripped, but it curls foul. That clips the corner. That one just misses, and now it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he'll pull into second safely.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. This one in the dirt, and no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Swing and a drive deep right field. Sanchez on the run. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Next offering way off the plate. Out to short, Edwards. Zips it across, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, catcher, Sean Murphy.
Here's Sean Murphy.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Line drive, caught.
Well, that had RBI knock written all over it. Put a great swing on it, but a nice job on the infield to react and bring it down.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Allen getting ready to hit. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through the sweeper.
No balls.
Two down. Go ahead run in scoring position. That misses the zone. Going to count 1 and 2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Brings it in. And that is the 3rd out of the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back at Truist Park, and here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. So they turn to Craig Kimbrell. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed.
2-0.
There's a strike. Just missed. Derek Hill in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So up next, Derek Hill. Gets under it and pops it up. And there's 1 down. Now here is Otto Lopez. 1 for 3.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Home plate umpires try to tighten things up a little bit.
To the right side, sneaks through, base hit. And a go-ahead run into scoring position. 1 away.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
And here is Griffin Conine. And he takes one right on the black.
No
and it's
ball.
0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Next
Ball
offering
one.
misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a
1
ton.
ball, 2 strikes.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Here's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we still have no score.
Now pitching for
Back
Miami.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jesus Tinoco. Back to the top of the order now. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Pitch
1-1.
misses. 1-1. There's the swing and a miss.
1-2.
Off the mark there. 2-2.
That's a really good take.
That one not close. And it's 3-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the first out. Now batting Jurickson Profar. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
No ball.
Signs of
1
activity
strike.
in the pen for the Marlins. Ronnie Enriquez getting loose out there. Martinez getting cranked up as well. Bases empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Profar gets a piece there. Next
Ball.
pitch is outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little
2
bit.
strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Swing and a miss. And the count is
0-2.
0-2. Got him swinging. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Joe Jimenez. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one clips the corner.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
The shortstop takes the ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Albies over to first in time. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And up next for Miami, Connor Norby. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And that's in for a strike. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
That missed by a lot. Now 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. All tied up here at the top of the 9th. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Jonah Bride in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that's a strikeout looking. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. And here's the first baseman, Jonah Bride. That one catches the zone. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
And that's down and away. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. On the ground right side, and that's a fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Trying to take the lead in the late going. Can't blame them, but the defense was having none of that. Close play at the dish. The tag applied just in time, and we'll push on with a tie ball game.
Bottom of the 9th. Here's Matt Olson. Tinoco back to work. Not close with that one. Ball 1. swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Meanwhile,
1 ball,
activity
1
in the
strike.
bullpen. Ronnie Enriquez preparing to come on if needed. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. That's outside. Ball
2
2.
balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
2-2. Full count.
Austin Riley in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Here's the pitch to Olsen. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Here is Austin Riley. Infield playing him to pull. Second baseman just to the right of the bag.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
1-1.
And the slider just misses. That one off the mark. 3-1 now. Michael Harris the second in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. On the ground, right side, Lopez. And that quickly, 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So 2 down now, and here is Michael Harris the second. That one fouled off. And now the count is even. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Ozzie Albies in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On a line out towards center. Hill snags it on the run. Back here in Atlanta, we're in extras here. And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played.
So they turn to their closer, Raisel Iglesias.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
That misses the zone. 1-0. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Next
Full
offering
count.
is outside. Nick Fortes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the outside corner, got him looking. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the catcher comes up to him. Nick Fortes. And that drops in for a strike. Up the middle. 2 in a row set down to start the 10th.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
And at the plate for Miami, Derek Hill.
Derek Hill.
Right through there for a strike. 2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position here in the top half of the 10th. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Around third. Now a long throw home. Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. No throw. Safe at first. And we'll see if it's an error.
Well, that grounder up the middle made it a little more challenging than a routine ball right at him, but it's definitely a play you expect to make as a middle infielder, and I'm sure he wants that one back, but for now, you just got to get ready for the next one, make a play.
Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
And ball
inside.
1.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Traffic on the bases with one already in. And here in extra innings. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Full count.
In the dirt, blocked. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Two on, 2 outs. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. Just missed.
1 ball. No strike.
And that one hit to first,
Foul.
and that's foul.
Ball. No.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Late swing, foul to the left. So they're all loaded up. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Marlins 1 and the Braves nothing.
Now pitching for
We're
Miami.
back, and on the mound is the closer, Anthony Bender.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Swings and misses. Strike one.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Murphy swings through it for strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And it's even up. With the tying run at second, and the home team trying to pull it out.
No.
And the sweeper misses.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Ball four, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Making a move at first, coming on to pinch run for Atlanta, Eli White. And now the shortstop, Nick Allen. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Brian Snitker making a move for a bat here. Jared Kellner.
Big at bat here, so looking for a better matchup with a left-handed bat.
Swing, and the bat went flying there.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. Big spot, tying and winning runs aboard with 1 down. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Good eye right there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Here's Acuna now. Throw to first is in time, and that'll do it. The Marlins claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.